I'm going to show you the easiest way to make money online even when you are a complete beginner. This way allows me to go from 0 to over 500k per month in just a few years. And for this, you don't need to create content for months or invest a fortune. So the first thing, forget everything you have been told about passive income. It's the biggest myth in online entrepreneurship. They sell you this dream where you set up a system once and money falls from the sky while you sleep. But truly, passive income doesn't really exist. I remember when my brother was starting out, he exhausted himself trying to create an SEO optimized website to generate passive income. And at one point, he managed to earn about 2k per month. But together, he had to invest an enormous amount of time and energy. So in the end, it wasn't that profitable. And it had nothing to do with making money while sleeping. The reality is that to make money quickly, you need to focus on something much simpler. You just need to find a product that you can sell at a high price. It's as simple as that. No need to create a blog, no need to make YouTube videos for months, no need to build an Instagram. You just need to sell something at a high price. And so when I say something, I'm not even talking about creating your own product at first. I'm talking about selling a solution to a problem. For example, a website for a professional, a marketing service for a local business, or a coaching program for a specific niche. The advantage of selling a high-priced product is that you need fewer clients to make a lot of money. A single client at 1.5k is worth 150 clients at $10. And believe me, it's much easier to convince one person than 150. So now to find clients willing to pay a high price, what most entrepreneurs will do is jump into creating content on YouTube and Instagram. My advice, don't do that. You will just waste time and energy and probably a lot of money. I remember when I literally had nothing in my bank account. I was a student with no audience, no reputation, nothing. And instead of creating content for months, hoping someone will notice me, I decided to contact clients directly. I took all the phone number of psychologists in the largest city in France and I started sending the same message to 500 of them every single day, offering to create a website for them. It seems simple, but most entrepreneurs would try this, fail because they give up too quickly. They send 10 messages, get no response, and think it's useless. And so what they don't understand is that it's about volume. Out of 1,000 messages, I only got 5 to 6 calls. But those calls allow me to make 2 sales at 1,500 each. I made 3,000 in a few days without any initial investment. And you can apply this method right now. You just have to identify a specific niche that has a problem you can solve. And then you can find a way to collect the contact details of people who are concerned with this problem. You create a short message that gets straight to the point and you send it to at least 100 people per day, every day. Don't get discouraged if you get negative response or no response at all. Keep going until you get your first calls. And if you don't know how to sell, you will learn as you go through your calls. You can also check out my videos on selling. I've made quite a few. And so with that, you will already be better than 90% of beginners. What's amazing about this method is that it requires no financial investment, just a phone and perseverance. And so once you are starting selling your product, if you are looking to go from a few $1,000s to several tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, the solution isn't to work harder. The solution is to master the art of delegating your work. I still remember the moment when my brother and I managed to generate 100k in 1 month, just the two of us. Zero freelance, zero employees, zero assistant. We are thinking that we are heroes, war machine. And the reality is that we were on the verge of the burnout. In a single day, we have to manage sales calls, come up with new ideas for ads, shoot and edit ads, answer client questions, improve our program, manage accounting, stay compliant with the tax. And so I was in my early 20s that time and I really came close to burnout. And I even had to meet a life coach to get me back on track. The problem is that even if you optimize your business to the maximum, even if you eliminate all unnecessary tasks, there comes a time when delegation is no longer optional. It becomes vital. And in fact, there is no merit in doing everything alone. No one is going to reward or congratulate you for it. On the contrary, it's the best solution to exhaust yourself and plateau your business. We made this mistake for too long and it almost cost us everything we had built. So here is exactly how you should proceed to avoid these mistakes and scale correctly. First, before ever thinking about recruiting, document every process in your company as if you were writing a manual for 10 years old. Every step, every email template, every call script, everything. Then think about the task that takes you the most time and is not your strong point. That's the one and only that one that you are going to delegate initially. After that, recruit only one person at a time. Take the time to find someone who shares your values, not just your skill. Focus more on soft skills than on the resume. Take several weeks to train this person, even if it seems long or exaggerate. It's one of the most important steps that 90% of entrepreneurs underestimate. Finally, you can delegate a new task only when the first one is perfectly mastered. With Quentin, that's exactly how we went from 100K to 200K per month in a few months, working less than before. When you have managed to set up this solid team, you will have truly killed the game. You will have a company that can run without you. Because making 200K per month, what you don't need to work is honestly an incredible feeling. I'm not saying that the goal is to do nothing anymore, but you will have the choice. And so with Quentin, we have never traveled so much in our lives, and yet our company has never performed so well. And that's when we saw what it was like to have true entrepreneurial freedom. If you want to go even further, I would give you a solution 100 times more powerful than having a solid team. The solution is to have an army of AI agents working for you while you sleep. Contrary to what one might think, you don't need to be a technology genius to implement this system. And AI can accomplish tasks that even your best employees could never do in terms of speed and precision. And so I'm going to tell you about one of the craziest things we have implemented in our company. Last year, we were spending several $1,000s a day on ads, and I was spending hours every day analyzing each ad to determine its optimal budget. And so it was hell, especially during periods like Black Friday when advertising costs explode. So with my cousin, who is, by the way, genius in code and data science, we developed our own artificial intelligence that we called Advice. And so this AI automatically analyzed the performance of each ad and tell us exactly what budget to allocate to each one. And so it became one of my favorite dashboards, and I love it so much that I sometimes spend hours just looking at it. And so one morning I woke up with a notification because one of our old ads that we thought that was dead was performing incredibly well. Our AI had automatically detected this and readjusted its budget without us having to do anything. Automation isn't something you can buy ready-made. The best automation tools are the ones you can create specifically for your business. You just need to know which tasks can be automated and which are the best tools to use to do it. And so without even having to code your own AI, here is how you can start automating your business right now. So first you need to identify your time-consuming and repetitive tasks. And so for us it was mainly content creation and ads. For content creation you can use Claude. You give it video topics that have performed well in your niche and you ask it to generate titles and script for your videos. You can also send Claude your best emails and your best ads so it can generate new ideas instantly. We even use Claude to analyze our closest sales call because we give it the transcript of their calls and it gives us precise feedbacks which almost replace the position of a sales manager. It's in this way that with a solid team and automation, you will have a company that you can literally run while you sleep. And that's exactly how we managed to scale our business to 500K per month while having the freedom to travel and enjoy life.